there's anything I've learned in the last 90 days, is that you actually want to treat your momentum like it's a baby. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. One time, I was out in boot camp, and the boot camp had went well. We already pulled together. We had an amazing time. He learned a lot. It was the last night of the boot camp, and I hadn't really performed the best. Like, I hadn't really felt like I was in the zone completely the whole week. Even though I was getting him results, I felt like I still had a few stones left unturned. And this last night, I was like, I'm going to get into momentum. I really want to show out tonight. I don't care about him as much as I care about showing him my best game possible. And I even took a nap before I went out. And I had this friend who on the same night was visiting and wanted to talk about an emotional problem. It was like at 9:30 p.m. He's like, bro, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's really serious, and yeah, dude, we just need to talk about this. And I knew it was some emotional ass, serious, boring, and like problem that would kill my momentum. And what did I do? I absolutely ghosted him for the night, and I had one of the most fantastic, probably my best night of game my entire life with my boot camp student. We crushed it, and then the very next day I called him, I hit him up, I said, I'm sorry, bro. I had shit I had to do that night. I didn't have the mental capacity to deal with your problem. And this made me realize that this was actually a really big turning point in my own life as an adult, where I'm not gonna let other people fuck up my momentum. So what I would say is when you're out, when you're gaming, whether it be day game or night game, I prefer night game personally, you want to treat your momentum like it's a baby. Hey, babe, I might interview these girls. Should I interview these girls? Would you get mad at me if I did that? You have to treat your momentum like it's a baby. So if you're out in the field and someone's being negative or draining your energy, just don't talk to that person. If you're in a set, you're talking to a girl and she's being a little bit like too annoying, shit testy, and she's kind of draining your momentum and you're feeling out of the zone, don't talk to that person. You guys want to be in my video?
Yeah, why not?
Awesome. Where are you guys from?
We're from Turkey.
From Turkey?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. So my channel is all about like dating, and I talk about approaching and stuff like that.
Okay.
In Turkey, is it normal for a guy to walk up to a girl on the street and say hi?
No, it's not normal, but it's because of the situation in Turkey. I mean, women's face like many times face with men's authority, like they are being so dominant on us. That's why it's not something normal.
It's funny, I've been with her, I see guys hit on her all day here. I feel like guys are really confident here. But
they are confident,
yeah,
but they shouldn't be comfortable.
They're
like
a little too comfortable, a little bit too confident.
A little bit too much, yeah.
What I was saying earlier, momentum. Treat it like it's your baby. That's pretty much it. And that specific night where my friend was going to kill my momentum, not only was I cutting him off, but the best night of game that I have had probably in my entire life was that night. It was also when I wouldn't let any girls ruin my momentum. I wouldn't let any boring people into my conversations. I was in every interaction thinking to myself, is this raising my momentum or killing it? So when you're in an approach, instead of thinking to yourself, how do I get the girl? How do I get the girl? How do I get think differently. Think, how do I maintain and keep my momentum, my emotional state, my fun? How can I get into the zone so that when I meet the right person, I'm my fully, most charismatic, extroverted self. As you can see, I'm really out of shape. I can barely walk these steps and talk, which means I need to get my ass back in the gym ASAP. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the momentum part. Treat your momentum like it's your baby. Don't let anyone fuck up your momentum in game, in life, in business, in everything. Yeah, that's all I want. That's all I gotta say. Period. All right. Just walked all of that. That was really hard, huh? Whew. That's it? All right. Oh, you want to tell me? Nothing. Come to Istanbul, check it out. The coffee and the food are amazing. Yeah. Once the coffee gets here, then I will tell you the first 5 tips about how to keep your momentum. I'm gonna jam-pack this thing with lots of information. I hope you're ready for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Cheers. Yeah, it's good. So we got some yogurt here. It's really, really good, this yogurt. This is Turkish coffee. It's also very good. Very, very good. Delicious. Yum. Alrighty, guys. So, really quick, I'm going to blast you with 5 tips to keep your momentum. Number 1, you should be approaching every day. Bro, if you're not approaching every day, you're doing yourself a disservice. Don't tell me you don't have enough time. That is BS. You can talk to anybody. Just approach strangers. Get your conversational skills good, but it's also just so you can keep momentum. Same reason why you would work out in the gym every single day. Number 2, every week, at least 1 day per week, you should be having a day where you're going out for at least 3, 4, or 5 hours, and you're challenging yourself with different kinds of challenges. For example, one challenge you could do is a vibing challenge. See if you can tell stories about yourself for like 1 or 2 minutes in the beginning of the interaction. If you want more help with like what challenges to do, just hit the link below, I got you. Number 3, find a wingman. I've been running boot camps for the last 90 days, and nothing has got my game better than having to go out for 90 days straight because I'm running boot camps. If I didn't have the guy with me, my wingman, I would just get lazy. I'd go home early. I wouldn't stay out as late. I'd be a little tired. I wouldn't go out as much. But having a wingman keeps you accountable. You can find a wingman within my community as well. It's damn near free to join. Number 4, the bad days are just as good as the good days. The bad days teach you more. The bad days are what give you negative anchors so that whenever you have a behavior that is making you get rejected over and over and over, you learn to fix that behavior. So remember, if you're having a bad day or a bad night when you're going out, remember that that is just as important as the good days. And then number 5, take care of your health, bro. Nothing will kill your momentum faster than not sleeping good, not eating good, not working out every day, not getting sunlight, not having a healthy routine or a good lifestyle that makes you happy. So if you're not taking care of your health, that is actually the number 1 thing that has killed my own personal momentum in the last 2 years. So that is pretty much it. 5 tips blasted at you really quick. Now we're going to continue our day here in Turkey. Awesome. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining. I miss playing guitar. I need to get one. This is nice. This is a nice guitar. I'm built different. You get some quick, freshly squeezed orange juice for the road. This is legit the best orange juice I've had in a while. It's really good. Man, dudes, I was thinking. I just had this crazy idea. Look at this tower. What if I bought a home or bought a year lease in like Bali or something, and I would have a home to put all my stuff. I just had this idea when I was playing the guitar. I was like, bro, it sucks that I'm traveling and I don't have a guitar with me and I don't have a home base. What if I bought a place, I found a local to manage it. He can literally keep 80% of the profit, and then I will have a home base to go home to, and I could still make a little bit of money on the side, and then I'll have a place to put my guitar, put my clothes, put all my stuff. The only downside to traveling is that, you know, you don't have a home. It's kind of weird not having a home. So thinking of finding a home. Where do you guys think I should stay? Like, what home base would you recommend? Bali, South America? I haven't been to South America yet, so I need to go this year so I can check it out. But after that, honestly, I think Bali would be the best home base. Bali's pretty cool, man. South America could be cool too. We'll just have to find out. So stay tuned for that this year. We might be going to South America, boys.
Very nice.
Okay.
Right? Right? You sure? Elini versene. Yes.
It's good, guys.
Bize bir tane soğan kaşığı.
Just ate some random food on the street. Home, cheers. Now we're gonna go to home, rest, sunset, drinks out at night. I'm gonna go over one last thing I want to talk to you about, which is why you should, the first thing you should do in the game, even right when you're starting, is find a wingman. We're gonna dive deep into that here in a second. First, we're going to see sunset real quick at the bridge. It's going to be very nice. And then I'm going to talk about the last tip for this vid while we get some beers, explore the nightlife a bit. It's really weird. It's really weird not approaching. And trust me, bros, I'm seeing lots of talent. Just holding myself back, but it's weird. All right, guys, so let me tell you really quick a couple of things that a really good wingman will do for you. Number one, he's going to bring you new ideas. So a wingman is going, hey, you know what? See if I can walk backwards. This is easy. A wingman's going to bring you new ideas. Anytime you're talking to your wingman, he is like a second perspective on your approaches. He has a bird's eye view. He gets to see what you sound like, what you look like, where your flaws are. It's almost like recording your approaches and going through it. So your wingman's going to be able to tell you where you're lacking. Also, your wingman's going to have different ideas and different ways to approach. Like, for example, I'm really fucking silly. When I'm out at night, I'm like goofing off. I'll say stupid things like, guess what? And they'll say what? I'll say chicken butt. Just whatever the hell I want to think of. So you can keep going. It's okay. I can walk backwards. I'm a professional at this. My buddy, shout out to my buddy Afraz, the king of walking backwards. That's what a good wingman is going to do. He's going to challenge your beliefs, give you new ideas, and you can go out and test it together. The third thing that a really good wingman is going to do is he is going to help you stay accountable whenever you don't feel like going out. There are going to be many times where you're not going to feel like it. You might be in a bad mood. He's going to hold you accountable. Guys, here's the 3 things you want to look out for in a good wingman. Number 1, positivity is key. Your wingman cannot shame you when you get rejected. One time I met up with a subscriber and he approached with me. And as soon as he saw me get rejected, it was like this illusion of the guy who's the Riz God disappeared right in front of his eyes. The reality is, bro, we all get rejected. You're going to deal with some embarrassing situations. After your wingman gets rejected, your job is actually to lift him up and say, hey, bro, 1,000 out of 10. At least you went up and tried. Who would even have the balls to do that? At least you did it. Number 2, you actually have to be a team player as a wingman. This is a team sport, bro. This is not just you go out and get laid. This is you both go out, have a good time, and you're helping each other get laid. Listen, I will talk to a girl that I don't even want to talk to, especially if I'm on boot camp, if it means my friend is going to do well. I'm thinking not only how can I have fun and how can I win, how can my wingman win? Because if he's winning, you're also going to win by default. And that also means if he likes a girl and he's talking to her, watch out for the steps, don't, like if he's vibing with a girl, don't try to take his girl. Like, just give him his space and let him vibe with her. The third thing you need is you cannot have a guy who is a victim. You can't have a guy with severe limiting beliefs. Now, it is partly your job to help him with his limiting beliefs, but after he's approached and gets rejected and he's like, bro, it's because I'm ugly, I'll never be able to do this, it's just harder for me, it's so easy for you. If he has these like really, really negative thoughts, now if I'm on boot camp and he's paid me, I will help him with it. But if he's just my friend and wingman and he has these really depressing negative thoughts and he cannot learn to turn that off, and he even fucks up your night because he can't learn to turn it off, then, well, you kind of have to let go of him as a wingman, unfortunately. And then number 4, you cannot have someone who is an absolute theory junkie. What do I mean by a theory junkie? Someone after every approach, and I actually am, I do this sometimes, so I'm not perfect here. But after every approach, someone who's just like, okay, so I think she said this because she thought this, and then you said this, and I think maybe you should have done this, and then, okay, yeah, and this was the IOI, and like someone who's like so nerdy about the game that he can't just shut the fuck up and take action. Like you want to have someone who's more action oriented and not theory oriented, because a lot of the problems dissolve and go away when you're just in massive action and in massive momentum and taking action. And then the last thing you want is someone who has courage and balls and bravery. Someone who just goes in. If you're doing approaches and he's like hiding in the corner and he can't go in with you, I've had guys who do that and they just want to watch. No, you need someone who's actually trying to take action, get out of his comfort zone, and do his best. So you don't want someone who's a little bitch, to be honest. And I've went out with people like that, and it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's just they're not really good wingmen at that point. So, alrighty, guys, this is a bit out of my comfort zone. I haven't done this in a while, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you gained massive value. We're gonna go off to a bar, and then we'll end off the video. All right, let's do it. I would totally be approaching if I could right now, but I can't. So that's okay, guys. Just pray for me, man. Pray for me. Hey, subscribe. Yes, sir. Alrighty, guys, we're at a nice, cheap beer place. It's like $3 a beer. Perfection at its finest, I think. We're just gonna grab a quick beer before we end off the night. Maybe we'll do some interviews right after this, though. That would be cool, right? Yeah, we'll try to do some interviews right after this. Ask questions about Turkey. Haven't done approaches in a while. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, well, where'd you go? Hey, there you are. Nah, that's a bad one. Bad choice. Bad choice. Bad options. So interesting approaching in front of you. It's not what I'm used to. I'm doing quick interviews, asking. Okay, never mind. We ain't doing it. She ain't feeling it. Welcome to my world. Now I feel like I have to get one. I have to get one. Yeah, I know. It hurts. It hurts to get rejected, especially in front of you. It's like double more painful. 1,000 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10. All right. Now that we've ripped off the Band-Aid and we've gotten rejected, it's actually a little bit easier. You're like, all right, well, the worst has happened. The worst has already come. Now it's just about doing it and finding one that works. Asking one question. Easy question, too. Yeah, we're on. Okay, so are you from Turkey?
No,
Where are you from?
from Greece.
Oh, you're from Greece. Ola kala.
Hola, Carolate.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Turkey? Where's my camera? Ah, there you are.
It's our first day here.
First day here.
Yes.
And thoughts?
So far, nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been to Greece once. I liked it.
Did you like? Oh, where?
Yeah. I went to Athens, but next time I want to go to Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki is better.
It's better. Let's
Yes.
go this way, guys. Get out the way. So, what part of Greece are y'all from?
Thessaloniki.
Are you from Thessaloniki?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, cool.
Larissa.
Me too.
Larissa.
Larissa.
Ah, okay. How do you say awesome in Greece? Greek.
Τέλεια.
Teia. Teia.
Τέλεια, bravo.
Teia. Grazie.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, ladies. All right. So we basically got the risen. Got a little bit of risen. It is what it is. They was feeling me just a little bit. You already know. 1,000 out of 10. I like that at the end. My approach got a little bit better, where I was a little bit more like, can I ask you one question, one simple question? And then they were walking off, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna ask it right away. Easy. Awesome, brother. Yes. And then it's funny now when you're in the zone, everybody wants to be in the camera once you're in a good mood. So it's a lot about just your energy. Now, typically I would do this for like a whole hour or 2 hours, but maybe tomorrow we'll do that. For tonight, I'm happy with that. We'll end it on one little win there. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to today's video. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, okay? Peace and love.